Hey guys, what's happening? Oh my gosh, I got my in-ears way loud. I almost blew my own ears out. What's going on, guys? Carrie's going to be joining me in just a minute. She's just finishing up with something, and then we will get started. Just want to thank everybody for joining us tonight, and it's weird doing this without her right next to me. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, so tonight we're going to do a giveaway of the iRig HDX. This guy right here. It's actually a really cool, very, very flexible piece of gear. So like IK Multimedia sent me one for the review and one to give away last week. And yeah, I mean, there's times that I wanted to do some uploads to you know, Instagram and stuff like that. But you can't really do that from a desktop. I mean, as far as I know. But with this, you can. You could live stream in, you know, in all the mobile type apps and stuff. TikTok. I don't do TikTok, but whatever. You know, all that stuff. And it's actually a really cool piece of gear for that, and to record your ideas and stuff. I mean, I was blown away at all the features on it. So we're gonna. When Carrie gets down here, we're going to do the giveaway after it fills up a little bit. And we have 3 questions that she's going to post in the chat. And whoever gets the answer to all 3 of those right first gets it. I mean, we figured that was probably be the best, easiest way to do it. So, yeah, just wanted to give you guys a heads up on that. And, yeah, so I'll be playing through the ToneX. I'm working on my Ultimate Brutal preset pack volume 2 right now with the ToneX, and as you know, it takes about 3 days to do. And so I got the Revv I got about halfway done on the Revv, so I'm going to show you a couple of those presets, the red and purple ones tonight. So when I'm playing rhythm, it'll be through the purple. When I'm playing lead, it'll be on the red channel. And yeah, they're coming out really freaking good. So I just got to do the DIs on the Revv, and then maybe a couple more settings, and then I'm going to move on to the EL34-100, and then I'm going to do the Splon Nitro. A lot of people have been really digging that, so I figure might as well do the Splon Nitro as well. So that'll be the pack. You'll have the EVH EL34-100, the Revv Generator 100 or 120 actually, Mark III, and then the Splon. I think that's a really kick-ass pack, you know, a lot for everybody, you know. And you'll have the clean channel of the Splon too, which is actually a really good clean channel. So I think you'll like that. So I'll be working on that. I'm actually working tomorrow. I have to do a house wash, and after that, I'm literally going to spend the whole day just doing captures. While everybody else is doing whatever they're doing, I'm going to be down here slaving away at captures, getting those done. So they probably won't be ready till Tuesday or Wednesday, because it takes 1 day per amp. It's an 8-hour session per amplifier when I do these, so it's a long day. But I'm going to try to get these done as soon as I can for you guys. I can't wait to do this and release these. And then I got to shoot the video and, you know, all that fun, happy stuff. But anyway, let me see here. I got hardly any battery. Let me pull up the chat here. Let's see. Say hello to everybody. Oh, Carrie is coming. Maybe. All right. There we go. All right.
Is this muted still?
That one is, yeah.
So is that
now
better?
You're good. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. You are in.
All right.
And we are live.
Hey, hey, hey.
Another crazy night.
Yay, it is Sunday night. And let's see, we're at the say hello part.
Yes, so you go ahead and take over.
I will.
Do your thing.
Hi, everybody. All right, so Ben Burdett. Hello, glad to see you're doing some giveaways. I have a pick and a shirt. that you cut the sleeve off of. I wear the shirt when I have to beat up rival gang members. Makes me look tougher.
Nice.
Hey, Ben.
What's up, Ben?
Flux. How are you, Flux?
Hey, Flux, what's happening? Dude, those captures you did on the QC came out really good, man. Really good. I enjoyed playing through, I think it was the Red Bear or something like that for like 2 hours the other day. I was like, damn, this is good. Liked it.
Let's see. He's looking forward to hearing the Revv ToneX captures.
You shall.
Matthew Sprague. Yes, glad to see this. Very curious about the iRig HDX. I had the original iRig back many years ago and used it with my iPad with decent success.
Yeah, good to see you, man. Yeah, I used the iRig Pro Duo when we did that one live stream from the brewery. And when I was in Iowa, I was using it too. I mean, it's just one of those things that it's really nice to have when you need it. It really is. So.
ADA MP1 is here.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Martin Hensley, how are you?
What's up, Martin?
Let's see, Steve-O. How are you, Steve-O?
What's up, Steve-O?
Paul Smith is here.
Hey, Paul, what's happening?
Martin says, I got the reverb and delay IK.
Oh, you did? Oh, cool. Yeah, those are good pedals, man. Really good pedals. Who's got those?
Martin Hensley.
Oh, cool, man. They're nice.
Joe, how are you, Joe Senapole?
Hey, Joe, what's happening, man?
Happy Sunday, man.
What's going on? Good to see you.
Jason Taylor's here. Hey, everybody. Happy Labor Day weekend.
Jason, what's going on, buddy?
Let's see. Flux says, can't wait to hear how the Revv Gen 120 Mark III channel's captured. Honestly, sometimes a capture can add a little magic to the channel sound in a good way. It's a pretty cool phenomenon and a nice surprise.
It is. You're right. There's little things that happen. Sometimes the captures come out better than the amp sometimes in some ways. You know, it's true.
Let's see. JB50 Watt, how are you?
Dude, long time no see.
He said, what's up, Tone Wars? It's been a long while. It has been.
Dude, it has been a
Jared's
while.
been asking, like, did you see his JB50 Watt in there?
By the way, I got your email a while back, but I responded to your email on one of your, I think it was on one of your videos or something, or a comment that you made or something. So hopefully you didn't think I, didn't respond to your email. I just did it in a comment on YouTube instead. So I hope you got that and saw that.
Martin Hensley says, I tone captured my Gen 120 M3 again with the KT66.
Nice. That's nice, man.
Greg Tribolato, he says, I want it, please.
What's going on, Greg?
Flux says, I don't have an iPhone, so I'm excited to see who wins the iRig.
Yep.
Is it only compatible with
Yeah, it's only
Apple?
compatible with iPhones or iPads. So, but not iGalaxy phones.
Right.
Yeah, so it's got to be an Apple product.
Ooh. Acoustic. Hey people, sorry I'm listening, but I'm working in the studio also the same time, but I'm listening. All right.
All right, man.
Acoustic. Hey people. Oh, I already read that. Greg Tribolato. I really am interested in that little interface. Love it. Has a loop back. Wow. Trib Shack Barbecue made it tonight.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that what you barbecuing tonight, man? I just did this week I did a leg of lamb and a pork butt, so.
Gravel Rocks has joined us.
Hey, what's going on, Steve?
Tech Forge, don't forget to drop a like on the stream, Tone. Yeah, go ahead and like this live stream.
Thank you. What's up, Tech Forge? Good to see you.
Martin wants to know when they're going to be Tone Wars t-shirts.
You know, I've been supposed to have getting on those.
Or we've been dropping the ball on
Yeah, I've
those.
been dropping the ball on that. I just got to get on the Teespring. The hardest thing is I have to use, with the flames, I have to use a white background, so it gets pricey. So we just got to do it. Just bite the bullet. I'll just go on Teespring. I got a lot of business to do tomorrow, so maybe that'll be one of the things that I will try to look into.
Things.
I got to wash a big 3,000 square foot house tomorrow, and I got to shoot a ton of captures for the ToneX, fill out some paperwork for IK Multimedia so I could be on their online store. I was supposed to be on there 2 months ago, but paperwork and me don't get along. So, but I got to, knuckle down and get that done. So, yep, just stuff like that. So amongst those things, I'll try to get that done.
Flux says, Jarrod, it means so much to me that you like and are able to use my QC captures, especially the Red Bear. I've been on cloud 9 since you told me you liked them. There's more to come, and he seconds the Tone Wars t-shirt. He would wear it proudly.
Oh, thanks, man. And it was my pleasure, man. They were good. I enjoyed playing the clarity I got out of that Red Bear. I was picking. I could hear the picks slapping the strings, and I'm like, ooh, that's nice. I mean, it's just lots of great clarity there, and maybe really dig in and play right and challenge me a little bit, but it also was a lot of fun. So great job on that. Really good job.
Klaus is here. He says he's almost on time.
Hey,
Me
what's
too.
up? Yeah, she's running late too.
I was almost on time.
Yeah.
Ben is talking to Flux. Marcello says, what are your favorite bands? Rat and Dream Theater?
Yeah, that's pretty eclectic difference there, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, Tears for Fears and Dream Theater. Yeah, that's my two.
Braxel is with us.
What's going on, Braxel? By the way, I saw your comment right before we went live, and I'm like, I gotta go live. I'll answer your question in the comment today's video tonight. So sorry about that.
Matthew Sprague, I was wondering when you were going to pop up on the ToneX store.
Oh yeah, it'll be soon. They invited me before they even launched it, and I filled out a bunch of paperwork and did all that and made captures. And it's a lot of steps just to get your captures up there. And I'm not complaining, I'm just explaining. So it's just a lot of stuff, and I'm one of those guys that if you hand me a stack of paperwork to fill out, I get overwhelmed with it really easily. And I know that sounds stupid, but yeah, but I'm in the last phase of like the descriptions of the profiles and everything, and all I have to do is just fill that out, email it, and I'll be in the next time they, launch the new, creators. So probably September, or no, this is September. Maybe this month, maybe next month, but very soon.
It is September. School starts day after tomorrow.
Starts. Yep.
The questions got deleted, so I was trying quickly to type them up while you were talking.
Oh.
Let's see. Gravel, where did I leave
I can
off?
play a song while you're typing up questions.
Gravel Rocks Tone Wars t-shirts and hoodies might be better if you go to a local shop.
Well, it gets expensive. And see, the thing is I did that before, and I had to pay the shipping, and I'm not kidding you. By the time someone paid for the shirt and I paid the shipping to send it out, it was like I lost money. And then if I charged them shipping, it was like I felt bad. I'm like, dude, I can't even do this. So with places like Teespring, they have a special deal with all the shipping companies, and they pay a fraction of what we do because they have an account with them. So because of that, it's a lot cheaper for everybody, myself and whoever's buying the t-shirts. So it's just a matter of that. So I really do have to just get it done. It's one of those things where I have to sit down. I was talking to Steve Shaheen about this the other day. He was like, dude, just sit down with a cup of coffee and get it done. Don't do anything else that day until you get it done. I'm like, yeah, you're right. I do have to do that. But I get up, I pour my coffee, and my normal routine is select a track on the iPad and start playing guitar, and it's just hard to walk away from that. But well, you're just double drinking tonight.
I have been trying to get him to do any kind of paperwork for the last 12, 13 years.
I suck at it. It's really my Achilles heel. I'm like
even when it comes to invoicing his customers, he just waits and waits.
I hate it.
Hates paperwork.
I hate it. Can you email me? I'm like, oh God, that means I have to go into my QuickBooks and create something. And I do it, but it's not fun.
Save the Canadian Beaver is here.
What's going on?
Greetings from Canada, he says. Flux, Jarrod, did you use the baked-in cab captures or the DIs or both?
I used the baked-in ones because I was just upstairs in my living room, and I got 2 studio monitors up there, so I just used the baked-in ones. But and they sounded good. I mean, you know how to mic a cab, dude. You're really good at it. It sounds great. And what else? I'll do the DIs sometime. I just got to upload some IRs into the cloud and put them in my my QC. I want to try the Petrucci IRs because those sounded really good. What else was I going to say? I forgot. So carry on.
Tyler James is here. He said, hey, everyone, I
Hey.
really enjoy when you drop roast on your haters during the riffs and responses video.
What's going on, man? Good to see you. Yeah, I mean, I hope people understand, like, I'm not trying to be super mean or anything, but it's one of those things where, I mean, I'm a Gen Xer, so like, I come from the generation where, you know, when your neighborhood kids knocked on your door, they're either there to play or fight. You know, so you never know what you're getting yourself into when your buddies come over, and that's just how we settled things back then. And you know, I'm not saying I, you know, do that now, but I'm just saying, like, you know, if somebody gets crappy with me in the comment section, you know, I can kind of take it as a funny thing, and I'll try to put some humor into it, because I literally don't get mad. I don't. It's just, I look at it and just go, you got to be kidding me, not this again, you know? And I figure, you know what? I might as well monetize it. I might as well have some fun with it and do something kind of, you know, humorous and make it entertaining, you know? And it takes all of the animosity out of it. It's just, hopefully people just understand. It's just, it's almost like comedians ragging on each other. It's all in good fun, but I'm glad you enjoy that. I can't wait to shoot. I'm actually shooting, that's the other thing I got to do tomorrow. I'm shooting riffs and responses for tomorrow. So I got a busy day ahead of me tomorrow.
Dobus wants to know, have you ever played a modded JCM 800 or Plexi modded by Rick Onslow?
No, but I'd like to. I would like to.
Let's see, Eldest Thorin. Yep, that's it. I'm like, keep reading it over and over. Hey, just wondering what kind of camera and editing software you're using for making your videos. I'd like to start making videos as well and don't know where to go for editing software.
Oh, I use Sony Vegas Pro. I think I'm on version 20. I'm on that renewable thing. So, and I use a Sony, what is this thing? Sony 7A or something. I suck at camera names. And then I use the GH4 as well. So we're streaming with the GH4 right now. And yeah, so if you're going to do that, the hardest thing really with doing YouTube is good cameras, good lighting. You know, I mean, we're sitting in front of $6,000 worth of cameras right now between these two cameras. I mean, it's super expensive, you know, so yeah, it adds up quick.
Ben says Steve Shaheen is the greatest marketing genius since Mark Zuckerberg. Steve's only flaw is that he tries to make headless guitars sound good. Headless is for, I don't know what that word is. What is that a safe word to say?
Headless is for neophytes. Dum-dums, I guess. Shaheen's rules. In fact, Shaheen has a kick-ass EP coming out soon, and I'm going to have him on the show maybe on a Wednesday night or something, and we're just going to do a shred fest. And we'll post a link to his website where you can download it and everything. And I've already heard some of the mixes, and they sound incredible. I mean, you guys are in for a treat with that. It's just really cool music.
Krishnesh says, hey guys, question. Jarrod, do you ever use guitar plugins, and how has your experience been with using plugins from STL, Neural, etc. versus using hardware units?
Oh, hello. Thanks for being here. And I appreciate your question. You know what's funny is I've never used a plugin ever in my life. I've never used one. It's something that I've been wanting to check out. It's just the logistics to do it for the show. It's all computer based. I mean, it's like I got to sit at my desk, and it's like, how do I review these? So yeah, one of these days I will get into to doing those. But I've heard great things about them. A lot of people really like them. In fact, me and Steve Shaheen were talking about that. I think it was this morning or yesterday. He's like, dude, you gotta, you know, check out some plugins, and he's like, man, maybe you could reach out to somebody and collab with them and actually create one. You know, then we started talking about that, and I was like, man, if I could do my own plugin, oh, the things I would love to do.
The things we
oh,
could do.
the things. So yeah, I mean, Audio has reached out to me, so I'm hoping to talk to him soon about it. So we'll see what happens.
Well, you want to do the giveaway?
Oh, how we got everybody here?
There's 31 here.
All right, so we got people here. All right, let's do it. So you got the 3 questions?
Okay, let's go over the thing again, though.
Yes.
It only pairs with Apple products, iPhone, iPad. So if you have anything else and you win, it won't matter.
Yeah, it won't do anything for
Can't
you.
use it anyway.
Yep, you'll just be a winner.
Right.
It'll be a trophy.
And we're also, you have to be willing to pay for the shipping because shipping is expensive. So if you want to still participate and have an iPhone or an iPad and we're okay with paying for the shipping, Jarrod will run it out to the post office and send it to you.
Yeah, I'll go down and send it out to you. I don't know how much shipping is, so I didn't get paid for any of this. This is literally like they just sent it to me to do a giveaway with. So so the only thing that you're required to do is just take care of the shipping, and then whoever wins, just my email is in the link, in the description. So email me. We'll work out the details after that. I mean, shipping isn't going to be. It's not going to be like $500 or whatever. It's just one of those things. So what was the other thing? Yeah, just the shipping thing. You covered that. Okay.
I covered it all.
All right.
All right, so I'm going to hit send, and there'll be 3 questions in the chat. If you're willing to participate and want to win this, whoever sends the chat, answers all 3 questions first wins.
Yeah, so answer them in succession, like boom,
1,
boom,
2,
boom.
3. I numbered them, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, in one message.
You don't have to put the numbers in, just the answers. I'll figure it out. But you want to play while
Yeah, I can do that.
And then we'll come back. All right, so here goes. I'm hitting send right now.
Here we go. All right, 1 second. Let me mute the mics and get started here. All right, we're back.
You guys have come up with some great dog names. I was surprised that it was the dog name that was throwing everybody off.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, we do have a winner. We do have a winner now, but that is, I had to say that the dog's name is also a spice.
Oh,
but then somebody
okay.
was like Clover.
Clover, cinnamon,
Ginger. No. So I believe it was Ben Burnett. He said John Petrucci, Pepper, loop back, and easy upload to YouTube and TikTok.
There you go.
Yes.
Ben Burnett got it.
That's so funny. But some of the other ones, let's see, Jack Black, Mr. Bitey,
Mr. Bitey.
who else? There was another funny, Puppers was one of the names.
Oh, that was close.
Biscuit, Sam, and somebody said, Tech Forge, so this competition boils down to who will be the first to guess Carrie's dog's name.
See, I thought we talked about him enough.
We do talk about Pepper.
So that people would know.
I think we call him Peppy for short, but
yeah.
you gotta pay attention.
That's funny.
But congratulations, Ben Burnett.
Oh, email me, text me, whatever. I'll get it out to you, man. That's funny.
That was fun watching them all come in.
That is funny. Well, thanks for playing.
Thanks for playing.
Now it's going to go down to 3 people watching.
I know.
That sucks. Better not.
Let's see. I missed a couple comments here.
We already thought of a dog name if I ever got one, right? Mm-hmm. What is it?
You say it.
Embarrassing. Puddin'.
Puddin'.
I'd love to get a little dog and call him Puddin'.
Little smushy dog.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be funny, man. What's your dog's name? Puddin'.
Yeah. I wanted to name, Pepper looks like a pepper.
Yeah.
Little peppy dog.
Yeah.
But I had also wanted to name him like Brutus or something, because he's 7 pounds, this little tiny
champ.
Yeah.
Prince,
Brutus would be hilarious for the...
Come here, Brutus. Everybody'd laugh.
Yeah.
That would be funny.
Oh,
You could
Lord.
have called him Puddin' too. It would have fit.
Ben says,
Puddin'.
as a Patreon member, I am privileged to win. Braxel says, I won't leave. I try to make it here every Sunday.
Oh, cool, man. Good to see you. Oh, as always, man.
Techforge says, Dad used to call his dog Deefa. What's a Deefa?
I don't know. Deefa. It must be a nickname from over on that side of the world.
Yeah. Let's see. Chris Nash says, so when y'all's dogs get together, it'd be Puddin' and Pepper.
Puddin' and Pepper. I love that name. Puddin'. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I did a job several years ago at an apartment complex, and there's a gas station right out front. And every time I went there, I was there for weeks, and I had to get gas. And this girl that worked there had this adorable little dog, like a teacup dog, and her name was Sophie. And
Sophie.
I used to love going in there and getting gas, and she'd be up on the counter, and it was just cool she just brightened up my morning every morning when I went in there, just see little Sophie. That was kind of cool.
Techforge, he's a Pomchi, Pomeranian and Chihuahua mix. We got him from the rescue like that. Like, I would love to be like, yes, he's my name brand dog, but we just wanted a tiny little dog, and my friend happened to work for the rescue. And when they got him in, he was I think he was only 3 or 4 weeks old. He was just like 3 pounds and this little tiny, and I was like, he has my heart.
Yeah.
It's mine.
Yep.
Super mine.
You're his person too, aren't
Yeah.
you? Yeah. He loves his mama.
He's a little clingy. Sometimes I'm like, get off me. Okay, go visit Dad.
Yeah.
Mommy's done for the day.
Yeah, he's a good dog.
Let's see. Martin Hensley, don't sell your EVH EL34 question mark?
Oh no, I'm not selling it. If I was to sell it, I would profile the living daylights out of it before I let it go. But I mean, it's a little redundant because I have the Stealth, but it's just such a good amp, and I got a good deal on it. So it was just one of those things. Like I was looking for one kind of haphazardly, and then one day I was just like, let me just see if there's one available on Reverb today. And it just popped up on Reverb that day. A local guy in Howell, like a 45-minute drive. And I was like, you got to be kidding me. And I was in bed just doing the thing, and I'm like, yeah. And I messaged him. I'm like, hey, can I pick this up today? He's like, yeah. So I made him an offer, and he accepted. And I literally just threw on my hat and drove to, Howell and picked it up. And I'm like, why don't you want this amp? He's like, it's too much amp for me, man. He goes, I'm in a blues kind of like classic rock band. He goes, it's just too heavy and gnarly for me. And I'm like, yeah, I know what to do with this thing.
Jim Coleman joined us from New York. He said he's packing his car up to drop his daughter off at college tomorrow. Oh, good luck with that.
Good to see you, Jim. Wow.
Yeah.
Those are always fun times, aren't they? Saying goodbye to the kids.
Monkey Wrench is here. He said, evil aliens stole his innocence. Pepper's got it, dang Milky Way. Good to see you, Monkey Wrench.
Yeah, good to see you, man.
Eldest Thorn says, now we'll never forget the dog's name.
You'll never forget again, will you? Because next week we're giving away a JP15 guitar. No, I'm just kidding.
That's funny.
What's Pepper's favorite food? Everything. Whatever you throw in front of them.
Ooh, Ben Burnett says, don't be embarrassed. I have a great dame named Buster.
Buster.
Yeah.
Great Danes are huge.
Let's see. Where else? Lots of people congratulating Ben Braxel. Jarrod, I can't believe I lived this long without this amp switcher. I feel like a dumbass for not getting it sooner.
They're nice, aren't they? It's literally like, just like in last week's viewer comments video, the riffs and responses. I mean, I did, segments with 4 different amplifiers. And man, if I had to do that, if I had to set up each amp for each segment, I would have been like, nope, I'm just going to talk about it. It's just too much work. But with this switcher, this switcher has really made the studio and every episode and every live stream that I do so much easier and more enjoyable because it's so easy to use. I can do more for you guys with it, and it's a perfect thing to have.
Vince Salutari joined us.
Hey Vince, what's happening? Hey. What's going on?
Let's see, where else? Eldest Thorn, I've bought 2 amps in the last month and a half after watching your videos, the Krakenstein and the 5150 Iconic. My wife always cringes when she sees that I'm watching your videos.
I'm sure there's a lot of wives that hate me. Sorry.
Big Mike, I saw your name
What's up, Big
earlier. Mike? I appreciate the compliment. I'm scrolled way past it now, but thank you very much.
Well, thanks, Mike. Good to see you, Mike.
Let's see. Greg Tribolato. Glad I did not win. I want to buy it using your Sweetwater links. Oh, he's playing the...
Too nice, Greg. No, yeah. Greg's awesome.
I know. So you get credit, but I want to know if you need a DAW with it. I want to use it with my iPad or phone for easy recording.
Yeah, you don't need a DAW at all. You can plug it right into your iPhone and record, or stream or whatever. It's actually really handy. There's a lot you could do with it. And what's nice, too, is you can play backing tracks in the background. You can use your camera. That loop back feature is so powerful. It allows you to do a lot more than just plug in and play. And you can use the ToneX software with it. So it's really nice.
Tech Forge says, Pepper's the new show anchor next week on Tone Wars. Join Carrie, Pepper, and that guy who does the guitar stuff.
That's what it would be, too.
Pepper would steal the show.
Yes, Pepper would totally steal the show.
His little doe eyes.
Yeah.
He's got a little fawn face.
Yeah.
He looks like a little baby deer.
He does.
He's black. He's like black and white mostly with a little bit of tan outlining some things, but he looks like a little black doe.
Yeah, he's got Bambi legs.
Yeah.
They're really long for his body, and it just looks awkward, but it's adorable. And he has a heart
on the back,
of his head.
I'll send you a picture. You got to post it in the community.
Yeah, it's a literal pattern.
Brown heart.
Different color hair and the perfect shape of a heart.
Bananas.
It's crazy, man. He literally is. He's one of the best dogs ever. He's awesome.
I just wish he would stop barking at people at the door.
I know. He gets pretty tyrannical when people come.
He's super nice until somebody comes to the door, and then he's like Cujo.
Yeah.
Let's see. Matthew Sprague. I think the 5150 is one of the greatest amps sub $1,000.
Oh yeah, yeah, it is. I mean, they make they're just so nasty. I just love how nasty they are, you know. And that Iconic is one of the best bangs for the buck out there too.
Steve-O, Fireball 100 or 50 South?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I think the 50-watt Stealth is going to be a little more aggressive, but obviously with the angle, you know, you're going to have more wattage. So that's a tough one, man. So it depends if you want a little more of that classic sound to your gain, or more modern. So if you want more modern, I'd go Stealth.
Paul Bullock, love the channel and live streams, Jarrod.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for all the great content.
Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
thank
very
you.
much appreciate that.
Let's see, Martin Hensley, Jarrod, I bought a switcher, question mark?
Yeah, the KHE switcher. Is that what you're referring to? The KHE amp and cab switcher?
I don't know. Jarrod, I bought a switcher? Eldest Thorin says, any recommendations for a load box? I bought the Bugara one and hated it because it made the amps I put through it muddy.
Yeah, so you got to be careful with load boxes because trusting, you know, an off-brand kind of lower-priced load box with your expensive amplifier could be a little risky. So I would get something like, I mean, if you're looking for like a load box slash like, you got, cab sims and stuff like that. I mean, the 2Notes has always been, you know, really good stuff. You can load in your own IRs or you can use theirs. Or like the Oxbox, I use that quite a bit. So, you know, I would trust stuff like that. If that's what you're referring to anyways. I apologize if I got the answer wrong, but...
Tom Korean, hello. I'm glad I get to catch you guys live this week. Thanks
Hey.
for getting me the ToneX packs.
Oh, of course. Thank you.
Paul says, I get it. I'm pretty sick of dogs barking anytime someone pulls up.
It can get a bit frustrating sometimes.
Tech Forge 5150 Iconic or 6505 reissue?
Ooh, oh man. That's a tough one. I'd have to shoot those out. Did I shoot those out? Maybe I did. I think I really like how modern and how aggressive the green channel on the Iconic is. And it's just a great rhythm channel. Channel 2's got plenty of gain. I don't know, man. That'd be a tough one for me. I'd have to shoot them out to give you a definitive answer. Definitive. But all I can tell you is it would be a tough decision.
Braxel loves his Fryette power station and Oxbox.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about the Fryette power station. That's also a really, really good load box.
Chris Nash wants to know, has business picked up this past week, Jarrod?
Oh, thanks for asking. And I did one job. I got one tomorrow and then one on Thursday. So yeah, it's still really slow. I appreciate you asking though. But I mean, it is what it is at this point. But the good news is one of my huge customers that usually throws way too much work at me contacted me last week, and they were like, hey, what's your price for next year? Because we got some work for you. And I'm like, it's this
Double.
much, you know.
It's double. Because you didn't call me this year.
Yeah. So I bumped it up a little bit because I have to, you know, because of the way things are. And she was like, I'm perfectly fine with that. We'll see you next year. And so I was like, sweet. So that made me feel better. So I'll just ride this out, and I'll be concentrating more on the channel and making presets and captures for you guys. And hopefully that'll, keep me fed and keep the bills paid until then.
Eldest Thorin says, if I'm getting a 2Notes, what ohm? I use 16 ohm speakers and all my amps can switch between 8 and 16 ohms.
So if you use 16 ohm, that's a good one. I guess use the 16.
To stump the Jarrod.
Yeah. If you're used to 16, I would probably just get the 16 because then you don't have to worry about switching and worrying about all that stuff. So probably go with the 16.
From Jim Coleman, Jarrod, are you into Guitar Synth by Boss Roland?
I've never played one, but I do think that they're really cool. I think Paul Smith, if you're still here, Paul plays a guitar synth, and he really enjoys his.
Matthew Sprague says, Jarrod, thank to you, my son has stopped wanting a Mick Thompson Jackson and is now saving for a JP60.
Ah, cool, man. Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with the JP guitars, man. I seriously, like, every time I pick these up and play them, it never gets old. I never feel like, oh, there's my stupid guitar. No, I always feel lucky when I get to play these, and they're just special. They really are.
All right, we are caught up with the comments. Do you want to play something?
Yeah.
I'm going to go upstairs and finish
Okay.
up.
Okay. All right, you coming back, or
We'll see.
we'll see?
We'll see
All right.
if it's done.
We'll see. All right, cool. She's got to go check on something, and then we're spinning plates here tonight. So, but I'll play some songs for you guys, and we'll keep things going. 1 second. Well, that was... I literally... I stepped on the wrong switch on my HX effects, and I was about to accidentally switch to a different patch. And I'm looking at that, trying to figure out how to get out of that mess, and played the song at the same time, and I kept playing the wrong riff. I'm like... What was I doing? Yeah, I'm like trying to concentrate. Spinning plates. It's always fun sometimes when you look down and... I don't know if you guys are familiar with the HX effects, but when it's flashing at you because you stepped on the wrong thing, you're like, oh God, what did I do? Think fast, or else... Because I have it hooked up to the ToneX via MIDI, and if I hit the wrong thing, it's going to completely go to the wrong patch on the ToneX, and it would have just derailed everything. So, yeah, that was fun. I saw... Let's see here... Braxel asked a question. Okay, Braxel, ribeye, porterhouse, or New York strip? Go ribeye, dude. Ribeye are the best steaks to get, besides obviously a filet or whatever. But yeah, I'm a ribeye guy. Get it to room temperature, throw it on a hot pan, season it, you know, all that good stuff, and it comes out amazing. Oh, Paul, thanks, man. I'm glad you're liking the tone. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's see, let me catch up to you guys. Yeah, so I'm just test driving these Revv tones that I made this morning, and dude, I'm really familiar with this amp, and it nailed it. I mean, it sounds really freaking good, man. Thanks, Flux. He says, these captures sound so 3D. They feel 3D as well. I mean, there's a lot of thickness, a lot of beefiness to them. I'm really enjoying them. Let's see here. Thanks, Paul. Yeah, this song hits like a Mack truck. Dave Hendricks, what's up, man? He says, killing it, Jarrod. Sounds great, man. I'm going to have to work on my chops. Hey, me too. Did you hear all the crappy mistakes I made tonight? Oh, my gosh. But thank you. I mean, I've been stepping on every bad note I could think of tonight, and it's been fun. Let me do Out of Nowhere. That's always I screwed this one up last week. Let me see if I could pull this off. 1 second. Yeah, practiced that one a little bit today before we went live. I haven't played that in a while. Well, actually, I played it last week, like I said, and I screwed it up. But before that, I haven't played it in a while. I got to get back on my regimen where I used to run through all of my songs every morning. I just get so distracted with stuff because I'm writing a new one right now, and I just play that over and over again. And the problem with that is you play those riffs so much over and over again when you're writing that when you play your other songs, you put those in those other songs and they don't belong there. And you're like, why do I keep going to this? Oh, because I play it 300 times a day. That's why. It's habit. It's a habit. Let's see here. CS, what's going on, Chris? Oops, just a bit late. Hope everyone's having a good long weekend. Right back at you, man. Yep, it's been good so far. Like I said, I'll be working tomorrow, pressure washing and doing captures. Ironically, I'm working on Labor Day, right? Way it is, man. Okay, so Flux says, Jarrod, in all transparency, I make my QC captures with my Capture X using Ownhammer's Ubercab. Is it T75 for Ingalls and other amps? Ownhammer DZ4 cab. Oh, interesting. Oh, gotcha. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Chicago Todd, what's going on, buddy? Such a cool song. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, that's a pretty wacky song, isn't it? The one I'm working on right now is probably... It's definitely one of my favorite solos ever. I mean, there's just there's a lot going on there. It's a lot of fun to play, and I'm really enjoying that. I almost played it tonight, but it's just not ready yet. And the way I'm playing tonight, I'll completely crap the bed. So I'm not confident enough to play it to play it live yet, but it's almost there, about 90% there. And it's just a lot of fun to play. It's probably the most fun I've ever had playing a solo. I can't stop playing it. I'm super addicted to playing this solo. It's just so much fun. So can't wait to share that with you guys. Let's see here. Tech Forge, loving the new Night Terrors edit. Yeah, there were some pretty interesting interesting notes I did there, wasn't there? I love how he covers for me. The edit. That's funny, man. Oh, man. Chicago Todd, when it accidentally goes to Taylor Swift patch, don't. No, you're right, man. It's the worst, man. When you're, the last thing I ever want to see when I'm looking down at my HX Stomp while I'm playing is it flashing at me. That means I have to step on the right button or else all hell's gonna break loose. And I'm playing, so I'm like, which button and what's gonna happen when I step on it? I literally, oh my God, it's the worst feeling in the world. Chicago Todd says, I think seeing a few mistakes here and there just lets everyone know that you are not perfect like the rest of us. And this is a live show and no 5 takes and then publishing the perfect one. Thank you. And man, you guys have no idea how imperfect I am. Well, you're finding out tonight, right? And that's honestly one of the reasons why in my, even in my produced episodes, like the one I released today, I did 2 one-take mixes in them. And I'm literally leaving all the mistakes. I don't care anymore. And it's not because I don't care about like quality. I'm just doing it because there were times, even up, a year ago when I was down here doing, let's do a full mix. And I would do 19 takes. And if I would make it to the end of the song and hit the wrong chord, I'm like, oh, I just nailed this and I got to do it all over again. And after a while, I used to get so pissed off and it took all the joy out of it because the pressure to do it right and to be perfect and all that. And I was just like, you know what? I just came to a point one day where I'm like, I'm just going to do one-take mixes, and I think it's almost funny to like, if I completely derail and have a massive train wreck, to leave it in there, because it's like, hey, I'm human. I'm not perfect. There's times where I completely suck at the guitar, and it is what it is. And just leave it in there, and I just think it would be funny, and just make it a comical moment out of it, And I don't get all bound up anymore when I screw up. I used to. Oh my God, when I used to live stream, I used to sweat bullets. I used to practice each song 10 times before I went live, and I didn't enjoy it. I hated the performance part because there was so much pressure, and I'm such a perfectionist. And I had this battle in my head the whole time I was playing, like, it's got to be perfect. And if you screw up, your haters are going to say something, and they're going to be like, oh, look at him, he sucks. And I just, it took all of the joy out of playing. And I'm at the point now where I care, I want to do a good job, but I also, forgive myself in advance for any mistakes that I make, because I'm not perfect, obviously, you know? And it's okay. And the one thing that really made me feel better about it too is I saw Dream Theater a couple years ago, and this is no disrespect to John at all, because he is by far my favorite guitar player. He's amazing. I mean, I'm wearing this shirt, you know. I mean, I love that band, and I think he's the best guitar player out there. I love his style. I love everything that he does on the guitar. And he definitely had a pretty big mistake on stage, and he's up there in front of 20,000 people playing this solo, and it was a melodic part, and he got tripped up for like probably 5 seconds, and he just looked over at my young and just kind of laughed it off and kept on going. And I'm like, there you go. If it happens to him, it can happen to anybody, you know, and you just got to expect it, you know. Every once in a while, it's just going to happen. So yeah, I've definitely taken a lot of pressure off myself. And even tonight when I made those huge, you know, botches, that would rattle me 2 years ago. But now it's just like, whatever. It's going to happen, man. You know. And the other thing that I learned too is when I used to record my mixes on my videos, I'd practice. I'd be like, all right, before I shoot this video, let me do a couple warm-ups. And I'd nail it in the warm-ups, and I'd suck in while I'm recording. And I was like, no more warm-ups. I'm going to record my warm-ups. And if I nail one, then good. And I've taken it a step further. And like I said, I do one-take mixes now. I literally don't care if I make a mistake. And again, it's not because I don't care about the quality. It's just I'm not going to get all upset about it anymore. And I also think it would be kind of fun for the audience to watch. And, you know, admittedly, a lot of people go see, you know, car races for the crashes. You know, I know that sounds mean, but I mean, I'm adding that car crash element to the episodes, and hopefully that'll be fun for people, you know. My haters included, like, yeah, I hope he screws up. Well, good. I hope I do too. Let's see here. Steve-O, you guys got to try red. I don't have my glasses. Red Mounds smoked salt. The cherry is so good. Dude, I'm going to screenshot that. Thank you. Braxel, Jared's thinking about steaks and is messing up. Yeah, I'm actually thinking about that leg of lamb that I smoked the other day. I'm going to eat that tonight. It's going to be awesome. Flux, the ToneX captures really command the mixes as well, keeping the guitar as the main instrument in front beyond what volume is leveling does. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, they got a good amount of, like, perfect amount of top end on them, I think, and they're standing out nice. CS, Mesa JP2C is the ribeye of amps. See what I did there? Still kept it gear related. Hell yeah, man. Yeah, the JP is definitely a forever amp for me as well. I'm glad you're digging yours, dude. That's good. That's good to hear, man. Braxel says, I bet Carrie is up there now cooking the steak and making Jarrod mess up. I could use a steak right now. If you're up there cooking. Steve-O, KEMPER or ToneX blind shootout? Ooh, you know, we haven't done a fight night in a while. That would be interesting. I wouldn't mind doing that. You guys want us to do another fight night? It's been about a year and a half since we've done one. I think it would be fun. Fight nights are fun. It's a blind shootout with a couple guys, and we play through 2 different units, and we have an A-B switcher, and we don't know which ones we're playing through, and we score them at the end of the night. And at the end of the night, we tally up the scores, and the winner is the winner. So it's actually kind of fun. People dig it. Our first fight night, we had, gosh, it was over 150 people here, I think. And it was 4 hours long. I'm never going to do a 4-hour fight night again. We'll probably do about an hour and a half, maybe an hour next time. But yeah, that was fun. And the last fight night we did, TJ was here, I was here, and Steve Shaheen was here, and we played through 2 different units, and we played mixes. We did all kinds of stuff, so we made it more musical oriented. So it was cool. It was really cool. Let's see here. Ben Burnett says, loved the mess up. Sometimes goof ups lead to the best shows ever. Like when Kirk forgot the solo part for Whom the Bell Tolls and just sat down on the drum riser and noodled around. Yeah, it's about it too, isn't it? Revolution is my name. Great tone. Thank you. These will be available very soon, probably this week on my website, tonewars.com. It'll be the Ultimate Brutal Metal Pack Volume 2 for the ToneX. Paul Bullock, love all of the effortless pinched harmonics. Oh, thanks, man. Oh, I love them too, man. They're a lot of fun to do. I love doing the squealies. Mark W. Hi, Jarrod. If you had a choice between a JP guitar or a Kiesel, which would you choose? Oh, boy, I'm so glad you asked that question. I'm glad you're here. I'm actually going to do a shootout between the JPs and the Kiesel that I ordered very soon. But I could tell you this. I'll give you like the footnotes, I guess, whatever you call it, footnotes for now. The thing I like about Kiesels is that you can have anything you want. You know, I mean, you can have any color, you know, wood, body style, headless, you know, headstock, whatever, any kind of frets. I mean, right down to the last detail, anything you want. And they really do a great job in making the guitars. They really do. I love my Kiesel. I think it's a total work of art. Every time people come over, they're like, oh my God. You know, they're gorgeous. And I love the fretboard radius. It's 20 inch or 20 whatever, and it's flat. See, I think these are 17. So there's just a slight curve to them where the Kiesels are perfectly flat. Now you can order it in different radiuses, but I ordered 20 because I wanted to try it, and I'm hooked on that. And their necks are freaking good, and they're very stable. I have not adjusted my neck since I got my Kiesel, and according to Mr. Kiesel, he's like, you're probably never gonna adjust it. I mean, those things stay lined up perfectly most of the time for people. So I believe them. I haven't had any adjustments, but the thing about what I like about the JPs is I got the piezo if I need it. Whoa, that sounded like crap. So I got the piezo if I need it, and you can get that on the Kiesels, but I think they do it better on the JPs. And these guitars they're not as bright. And that's the one thing that if I could change about my Kiesel is that they're brighter. And I'm not a big fan of bright guitars. I don't like that plinky kind of bright sound on top of the pick attack and stuff. It's not a deal breaker. It's not awful or anything. It's just one of those things where if you're going to use a Kiesel, you're going to have to back things down on your amps a little bit and possibly your overdrive pedals a little bit because they're definitely brighter. And if I could find out what is making it brighter, like if it's a pot, the volume pot or something, I would change that out in a heartbeat because, it's not a deal breaker, but it's something I would like to change. So, I mean, that's the short answer. When I shoot them out, I'll probably get into more detail, but they're both great guitars. They really are, you know, so I love them both. Braxel, I guess Jarrod does not like my steak talk. Sorry. No, talk all the steaks you want, dude. I love steaks, man. I cook a mean ribeye. In fact, I smoked a couple ribeyes last week and they turned out really good. Very good. Nope, talk all the steak you want, buddy. Let's see here. Martin Hensley. Hey, Jarrod, do you have any IRs other than let's see. Hey, Jarrod, do you know any IRs other than 2-notes? Um, the new JP ones that John Petrucci released for his Tone, what's it called? Tone something company that he started. They're good. I would seriously get those. Those are great. Tone Mission. Yeah, look up the Tone Mission IRs. I reviewed them a couple weeks ago, and they're great. Really freaking good. Tech Forge says, I like the alternate versions. Alternate versions gives us something new and fresh. That's how we discover new riffs. No, you're right, man. I've run into some pretty cool stuff by making mistakes. So you're right. It does happen. Let's see. Braxel, I have a ToneX, but for whatever reason, I keep going back to the aux box. Oh, really? Of course, with the Fryette power station, I can use my 70s Marshall cabs without blowing the riff up. No, you're right. That's a great point. Jay, my buddy Jay, has the Fryette, and he's like, dude, I love this thing. He said it literally has improved some of my amps. Like, he likes his Badlander through it more. It adds a fullness to it that it didn't have before. So I can see why people dig those. They're awesome. Let's see. Flux. Jarrod, dump the HX, put the quad Cortex down there with the ToneX. Best of both worlds. No, you're right. I actually had some... another guy a couple weeks ago asked me to do some 4-cable method episodes with the quad Cortex. So I might have to experiment with that. Let's see, Tech Forge, potentially continuous opinion in this room, but the Scotch fillet is the superior steak. Oh, interesting. Now, I did try, was it Scotch salmon? Yeah, that was good. Scotch salmon is unbeatable. So Flux says yes to Fright Night. Martin Henley says yes, do a Fight Night. Braxel, yes. Paul Smith, it was pretty crazy long night. You're right, man. It was a long night, man. Greg Tribolato, do another drop kick in the Fight Night intro. Don't pull a hamstring. Yeah, that was a fun night shooting all that in the boxing ring. The drop kick never made it in there. I definitely wasn't as stretched out as I was when I was taking those classes years ago, decades ago. Steve Shaheen, did I hear a Fight Night? Yeah, you know what? We should do it, dude. We should do a Fight Night. I think it should be a good idea. Revolution is my name. Is it the pickups? Actually, no. Good question. So between the Kiesel and the Ernie Ball, I have the exact same pickups in both guitars. I have the Sonic Ecstasy pickups in them. So they're the same pickups, but the Kiesel's brighter. And I don't get it. I really don't. But there's a snap to it that the JP doesn't have. So it's really interesting. See, Paul Smith, brightness is more of a wood choice. Maybe. I don't know. You know how people are, right, Paul? Some people are like, oh, the wood doesn't matter. And other people are like, yeah, it does. So I don't know. I've seen Fricker's videos where he shot out pickups and said the pickups don't matter. But he couldn't be more... I hate to use disrespectful words, but I'll just say it this way. I disagree, because I've had different pickups in guitars, and I couldn't stand how they sounded, and that's why I stick with the these either these or the Dreamscape or the what is it? I forget the other ones that John Petrucci uses, but all of his pickups are really good. I like them all except for his first run of guitars. I didn't care for those pickups. I thought the output was kind of low for me, but they're all pretty hot now. So I like his more modern guitar pickups. But yeah, pickups matter. They really do. And we don't just listen with our ears. We listen with our hands too. So we want pickups that react to our playing properly. Yeah, Steve Shaheen, both my Kiesels are way brighter also. Yeah, they just are. They're just brighter guitars. I wish there was something I could do to just darken them up just a little bit. I mean, again, it's not a deal breaker. It's just something that I would prefer. But their guitars are so good that I'll put up with a little bit of a brightness to it, because Man, do they play good. They play like a dream. They really do, you know. Paul Bullock says, Engel XL Pro versus XXL cab. Thoughts? You know, I'd like to check out both of them and be able to give you a definitive answer. I've never played through any of their cabs, so I really don't have, excuse me, I don't have an answer for you, an educated one anyway, so I really don't know. I wish I had an answer for you, though. Sorry. Let's see. Flux, maybe you could let us vote as to which 2 amps will fight on fight night. Do it in the community section. You know, I could do that. That's a good idea. I'll set it up. And so fight night, I'm thinking fight night will be for maybe a digital thing. We'll do like maybe ToneX versus something. Maybe we could do that. You know, I think that would be fun. So I'll put up something in the community section. I'm making a mental note right now to do that. I think that would be fun to do another fight night. And Steve, you definitely have to be on for that because you got some killer mixes that I want people to hear. So I'd love to do that. So let's make it happen. Tech Forge says pickups matter, but so does the bridge and the mounting mechanisms. Anything that can affect the string resonance will affect the tone to some degree. No, you're right. It all adds up, right? So what I want to do is I want to try to find a pot that's either on the tone, you know, the tone pot for the tone knob or the volume pot, something, and just knock it down a few 100K and see if that fixes it, you know? I mean, maybe that would fix it. I'll have to talk to my guitar tech, Scott, and see what he thinks, Scott Kennerson. And honestly, I think different brands, even if they're all 500K, they might be a different version of 500K. You know what I mean? So you can order pad Thai from 5 different Thai food restaurants, and it all tastes a little bit different. So yeah. Same thing with volume pots. I think there's probably some slight differences depending on where they're sourcing them. So anyway, trying to find a song that I can hopefully play tonight without screwing it up. I'm not at my best tonight. You know what? Let me switch guitars, and I'll play something that, I'll play a couple that, I just jinxed it. I'll play a couple that I usually play well, but I probably just jinxed that. Bear with me 1 second. I'll play these, answer a few more questions, and then call it a night. I got to help carry out. We've been spinning plates all day, and we're hoping to have everything done before the show, but it didn't work out that way. All right, let me check this. It's been up and down in the house, so I might have to adjust this neck real quick. Yep, just a hair. A little bit of string clack might happen if I don't do this, so there we go. God, I love this tuning. Half step down, freaking awesome. All right, 1 second here, guys. Let me find the mix. Okay. I think that's the right level. 1 second. Oh my God. This is the most horrible playing I've ever done on the live stream. Oh my God, this is terrible. There's so much blackmail material right now out there for everyone. Like, hey, remember when you played this? Dude, that was... I knew I jinxed it. Like, yeah, this one I usually play well. Well, I just botched the whole end of. And I had to turn down a few times because my... I watched my meter and it was spiking, so I'm sorry about the clipping there. That was weird. That shouldn't happen. Anyway, so let me do a couple more questions here, and then I'll have to close it down for the night here. Let's see here. Oh, so Braxel says, I meant I have the Captor X, but go back to the aux box. Sorry, I messed up the two devices. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I love the aux box for the cab sims. Oh, they're so good. They're so freaking good, man. And I've actually switched between the actual cabin mics and the cab sim with the same exact speaker and mics in the aux box, and could not tell the difference when I watched that live stream. I was like, holy crap, they really nailed it. So they did a good job on those. Let's see here. Greg Tribulato says, I will tell you, I put in some pickups, Fishman's, in a ESP and in a mayonnaise. I don't know how you pronounce those. And the mayonnaise, or whatever you want to say, was brighter. ESP had more bottom for sure. Oh, interesting. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, I mean, it does matter. I think all those things matter myself, too. I really do. Paul Smith, turn the tone knob down. Yeah, I could do that, and I've done it with the Kiesel, and it does take some of that top end off. So you're right, you can do that. Martin Hensley, sounds great. Thank you. Tech Forge is my favorite stream ever. Yeah, there's a lot of horrible playing tonight, so it's probably comedy night for some of you guys. Paul Bullock says, sounds freaking good to me. Thank you. Mark McKinney, what's up, man? He says, it's okay, man. I still like it. I had a bad day playing today myself. It's all cool, man. Oh, thank you. It really is. Like, there's days I'm serious, like, I can do no wrong. And I love those days where you're like, I can't make a mistake. I mean, I'm even taking chances and it comes out good. And then there's days like tonight where it's just not coming together. That's the way it is, man. It happens to all of us. Matthew Sprague says, when you use the ToneX, do you still boost with an OD? Yes. If so, what's your take on the the Boss Super OD SD1? Yeah, I do boost it. So what I'm using is the HX Effects with my ToneX right now. So I'm using the Horizon drive which is basically the precision drive pedal in the HX Effects, and it works great. Works really well. And the Boss SD1 is freaking, it's a great OG boost pedal. It's great. Yeah, they're really good. Let's see here. Martin Hensley, we've all been in that boat. Oh yeah, tonight I'm having just a crappy play night, but it's all good. You know, I'm not mad about it. It's funny. Chicago Todd saw a neat video where Jeff Kiesel talked about how they treat their wood, according to him, better and differently than most companies. This makes their necks very stable, especially if you have a multi-part neck. So yeah, their necks are super stable. I love my Kiesel neck and fretboard. I don't think I've played a better neck or fretboard. You know, I think between the JP and the Kiesels, it really comes down to what's most important to you, you know. So if one has something that's like a completely like super important thing to you, then that's the one to get, you know. Let's see here. Tech Forge, we come for the tone, not some, let's see. Man, my eyes are, whew. We come for the tone, not some unobtainable standard. I can relate so much. This heart's in the way, so I'm trying to read this. I can relate so much more to these nights. No, it's crazy, man. This is one of them nights where I can't play can't play worth crap, and I don't care. I'm okay with it. I've been busy doing other things, and I've been practicing this other song so much that I'm just really focused on that until I get it done. So it's okay, you know. I mean, I'll have days where I play well, and I'll have days where I don't. And I've even seen you know, interviews with John Petrucci where people ask him like, do you warm up before every show? He goes, you know, I try. You know, sometimes when you're on the road, he says we've literally had shows where we arrived late because of whatever reasons, and we literally threw everything out of the trucks and put the stage up, and we didn't even have time to even sound check, and we just barely made it on stage in time. And he said we played fantastic on those nights. And he goes, I've had nights where I've had hours to warm up, warmed up like crazy, very relaxed. I go on stage, and it's nothing but just mistakes all night. So he goes, you never really know what's going to happen until you get out there. So you just go with it, you know. So, yep, it's just the way it is, man. Anyways, well, guys, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to wrap up tonight, and I really appreciate you guys hanging out. And congrats to Ben for winning the iRig HDX. I'll be sending that to you this week. So I hope everybody has a great Labor Day. Enjoy time with your families and your friends and your steaks and burgers and all the other kind of stuff. And I'm going to be working my butt off tomorrow. So it is what it is. But again, thanks so much for hanging out with us tonight. Really appreciate it. And I got some episodes coming up this week. Let's see, I'm putting a lot into the next Riffs and Responses episode. That's going to take a while to shoot. So hopefully I'll have that up tomorrow. If not, it'll be up on Tuesday. So I'll do my best to get it up tomorrow, though. But again, thanks so much for joining. And as I always say, every day is a gift, and I mean that. And thank you so much for spending part of yours with me tonight. I really appreciate it. So God bless you guys. Thanks for putting up with my horrible playing tonight. And I will see you guys all